Hello, everyone. I think now we're online. Hello, Ariel. Hello, Tony. How are you doing today? Yeah, hello, everyone. Please text in plus in the chat if you hear us well and how are you doing? And also where are you from? Please text in the chat. And today, I think we will have really interesting topic. I know that you really love when we invite our successful agency to discuss some questions, discuss some strategies, their stories. And on this webinar, we'll have Ariel and Tony, and I think it will be a really great webinar. Ariel, the stage is yours. Please hold this webinar and
Thank you, Gary. Thank you. Hello, Tony. How are you, my friend? How is everything?
Good morning. Good morning. God is good. Cannot complain. Cannot complain. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. Happy February for us. I hope they are doing well. First of all, I would like to say thank you to our audience for joining us today. And say to you, thank you, Tony, for sharing with us your experiences, how many sales you are doing, how you are doing it. I think it's phenomenal. And you are our cha-ching guy. So please introduce yourself for everyone. Tell a little bit about yourself. What is your background? How did you discover Boomerang Me, and what made you to make the decision to move on with Boomerang Me?
Well, definitely happy to be here. Super happy that I actually found Boomerang. I've been in the B2B. I've been in 1099 for over a decade, so I've always went out and sold just different offers, advertising, different softwares, and just different solutions to help these businesses try to grow. Really got into the advertising space for a while, selling just print ads and local stuff. Ran a couple of my own programs that I've seen, and actually a buddy of mine brought me on a Boomerang. Buddy Conrad, big shout out to him. We've actually were involved in a couple other companies, our opportunities, and we've always just kind of mastermind and spitballed with each other. And he was like, "Hey, I found something that you might like," because I've always been a door knocker. I've never paid for leads. Every offer that I've done, I've just went out and door knocked and just went out and found the deals. So when I seen Boomerang, it was just like it was a big light bulb for me. It was just no brainer. And then yeah, just and then once I seen, I just hit the ball rolling. I just hit the ground running just because it made so much sense for a business to increase their revenue, increase their store traffic without necessarily having to advertise. Little to no advertising. So yeah, I just seen it and I went out and got the icebreaker and just kept talking to people. But yeah, B2B, a lot of sales stuff, so a lot of different offers.
That's nice. Thank you. So all your leads came from door to door, right? You don't do
Yes.
any advertising online, any cold reaching, any cold calling, only door to door.
Only door to door, yes.
Okay. Do you mind to share with us how the process like? What type of question? You're asking how you reach to the decision maker. Feel free to share whatever you like.
Yeah, so I would just I honestly would just go door to door. I wouldn't really judge doors. I would just hit every parking lot, every shopping center. I would just go out and just go knock doors. And I would walk in and I would just basically whoever greeted me, I would just ask them, "Hey, not sure who I would talk to. I'm not sure if this would interest you guys, but I'm in the area today. I'm showing restaurants how to get more customers on their slower times, but without having to advertise. Pretty cool program. Who would be the? Are you? Is this your place here? Are you the owner?" And they'll be like, "Oh no, that's not me. Talk to John over here." "Oh great, yeah." Or if they'd say, "Hey, that's me." "Oh great, yeah." So like I said, I'm in the area today. I'm in the area. I'm showing a system that could help restaurants get more customers through the door without having to pay for advertising. I'm actually on my way to an appointment right now, but I can be back in 20 minutes or at 2 o'clock and show you this work. What works better for you? And they'll either tell me come back, in 30 minutes. It sounds good. So I wouldn't really give them a chance to I would just say, "Hey, I'm just kind of passing through," and then I would just set the appointment.
Okay, I really like this approach that you show them that you are not in pressure and you are busy at the moment, and then suddenly they need you more than that you need them. So I
Yeah,
think this is a very
yeah,
good
because they're getting
approach. You actually already got a question. Sorry, go ahead.
No,
Sorry.
no, I'm just yeah. Go ahead. Sorry about that. I kind of cut out right there.
Oh, okay. You receive a question in our chat. What business do you target?
Oh, what businesses? Pretty much targeting any kind of restaurants, food and drink. But interestingly enough, my icebreaker was an apothecary business. So she did soap. She made custom soap, healthy organic soap, and she would do classes. And so, yeah, she was my icebreaker, and yeah, she actually just paid her first subscription yesterday, which was really cool. It was a really good boost, just because you kind of weren't sure. Because my offer that I would get them with is buy the first month, get the second month free, and I'll give you a 30-day money back guarantee. And she's like, okay, let's do it. She tried to procrastinate when I first closed her. She's like, well, hey, let me think about it. And I was like, hey, listen, I totally get it if you want to think about it. And just to let you know, if I was locking you into a contract, I would totally understand the hesitation. But here's the thing, it's month to month. There's no contract and you got a 30-day. So worst case scenario, you got your 30-day, but best case scenario, I can show you how to get an extra, a few $1,000 without doing anything. I was like, just give it a shot. Let's go. She's like, okay, let's go ahead and do it. And so she didn't have much activity on it. She actually ran into some personal problems, but she totally understood the value. She already, one of her associates came in while we were wrapping it up yesterday, and she's like, oh, this is great. You guys got to check this out. So she gave me a referral. She gave me a lead. So we got an appointment later on this week. I'm going to go talk to her. Her associate was a bookstore. They did books. But to answer the question, yeah, just anybody, no judgment. Because here's the thing, they all need customers, they all need communication, and the fact that we could send out mobile messages with no per message fee, anybody could use it. Especially with the different mechanics that we have. I've been primarily doing stamps. She was a classic reward system, and so yeah, just don't judge doors. They all need to communicate with their customers. You know what I mean? So yeah, I talk to everybody. Try to, at least.
Absolutely, I agree with you. All the businesses out there are potential. It doesn't matter if it's coming from a laundry, a butcher shop, whatever it is. They all need communication with their clients. They all need to keep follow up with their clients after they leave the door, because if they will not, unfortunately, they will lose
There you
money.
go. That's right.
You got another question here, if you don't mind. Do you show a presentation, and what is the price point by James?
Yeah, Dev, let me go ahead and close this chat. I'm trying to see the chats too. Yeah, so I would talk about it and I would walk in kind of on the spot here. So yeah, I would just go in, I would come back, I would walk in with my little folder, and I do have a printout. I do have one of these printouts. I made a little opt-in form like this right here. So it's just laminated, right? I made a little flyer talking about, I don't know if you guys can see that. It talks about how like texting is a 95% open rate. And then I have this like little bullet points right here. Just it says unlimited mobile messages, geolocation alert, review management, loyalty and rewards, birthday VIP. So I tell them it's a VIP, it's a digital smart card that holds everything that you need to get customers to come back more often, to spend more money, and to refer their friends. You know, and so all we do is we put these signs up everywhere you could see. Everyone opts in, and then I would actually show them what their average. I would ask them what their average ticket is, and just really portray the value of what's the value of a customer annually, right? So they have an average customer spending $40. If they come in just one extra time per month, 12 times, a good customer is worth almost $500 to you annually per customer, right? And so, but what we do is we put these signs everywhere. We put it on your social media. We put it on obviously everywhere inside the restaurant. We put it on your website. If you do anything social, we do that. And then, so if you got 100 people, it's about a 30% opt-in rate. So if you have 100 people coming through the door, you get about 30% opt-in. And I'm doing calculator too, right? I'm writing it down. So that's about 30 people in your list, right? Let me get my number. I don't have my calculator, right? But I'll show them what that would mean for them, whatever number what that would actually mean for them on an opt-in rate. And so, Mr. Prospect, if you let's say you have 500 people in your database, these are people that know you, they like you, they trust you, they love your food. So if you have oh yeah, let me backtrack. So I'll ask them, I was like, when does it usually tend to slow down for you lately? when does it usually slow down? I know your weekends are probably rocking, right? Oh yeah, weekends are great. All right, but I was like, where would you like to see more activity? They'll say like Mondays or Wednesday. They'll give you their slow days. So I'll use that information while I'm doing the opt-in. So Mr. Customer, if you got 500 people on this database, that people that know you, they like you, they trust you. If you send out one message to 500 people that like you, if you got one for every 100 people to come in, just one person, that's an extra 5 tables a day, right? On a slow day without doing anything. Your average ticket's $40. That's $200 a day in extra revenue without doing nothing, So if you do that a couple of times, so at the end of the year, this could make you I'll just give them the revenue, right? At this price, it pays for itself and it does all this other stuff, and you're locked in. So it's not like when your other programs, the bigger your list gets, you kind of get penalized with a higher cost, right? This is like you're locked in, So you're at $297, and then I'll get into it. $297 month. You buy the first month, I'll give you the second month free, and then you get a 30-day money back guarantee. And then you're just kind of like freestyling, right? You just kind of trying to vibe, So what I've come to realize, you don't want a script, you want a framework, right? Because not everyone says the exact same thing. Not everyone's got the same problems. So by keeping it to the framework, to showing them I get them to think about what's the customer value, what's the LTV of a customer, what's the customer worth to you annually. If we turn them into a good customer, what that means for you per customer. But also, if you have this list, you can actually get more people on a slow days without having to advertise, if that makes sense.
I think what you said is pretty amazing, that this is a really big pain point of most of the business, the slow days. They don't want to get more traffic in the weekend. They want to make the tables full during the week, because normally they pay rent, and they pay rent for every day of working. So this is amazing what you're saying here. And the most important thing, you're not talking about features. You're talking about what is important for them, how to make more money. And I think your attitude is amazing. And you even got a comment here that is ready to buy from you right now. Me too. I'm listening to you. I want to buy it. So
Appreciate that.
You are doing an amazing job. Amazing job.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
And then, so what I'll do, yeah, thank you. So while I sit down, I'll ask them. So I'll try to qualify them. Yeah. Hey, thanks. I'm glad we're able to connect. I promise I'll keep this quick. You'll know pretty quick if this makes sense or not. By the way, is there anyone else we should run this by too, like a partner or spouse or any like your team? They're like, oh no, it's just, so you wear all the hats. And okay, great. Well, hey, listen. So this is about, I was like, so what are you guys doing right now to let people know that you're in the area? Like, what are you guys doing as far as like trying to get people? And they'll tell me social media, we're doing print ads, whatever. Okay, great. So this system is all about getting people on your slow days, without having to, like I said, this is about getting people in on your slow days. So let me ask you, when has it been slowing down for you lately? That's what I like to say, lately, right? Because what they say, right? Past success doesn't, what's the word it's saying? Past success doesn't guarantee future success, right? So I like to say, when has it been slowing down for you lately? Where would you like to see more action? And then they'll tell you their slow days. So you use that information when you're talking about it, so if you got 300 people on your list, you send out one message to everybody that knows. If you get just one out of 100, and then it just really paints the picture and shows the revenue of what it could mean, but really sell the trial, because they're going to push back on you. Hey, listen, it's no contract, month to month, give it a shot,
I have nothing to say. I'm in shock, a positive shock from your side. I think you are doing a great job, and you're going to be very successful. Thank you for sharing. We have more questions. Obviously, people are curious to know more about you. Simon from Czech Republic is asking us, what is the guarantee? He's asking what is the guarantee that you give them?
Oh, so I say it's a 30-day money back. And that's why I was saying I was a little nervous, right? Because she was my icebreaker. This is my first deal, right? So I was worried. I was concerned. I was like, hey, is this actually going to go through? Because I was, you check in, you see what kind of activity they got going on. And she really didn't have no activity. So I was wondering, I was like, I don't know if she's actually going to stay on board. So the fact that she stood on board, she still sees the value, and she still gave referrals, just gave me a really big boost. Also, one of my other guys, my other Mexican restaurant, he's actually putting in on the, when people actually come in and they stamp, because you can actually turn off if it's required to put the dollar amount on the, when they come in and scan the customer. So I turn that off, right? So I tell them that, hey, you can turn it off, but if you really want to know your analytics, you can actually see how much people are spending every time they visit. Just put it. And so he's already shown like $1,500 just in like the first like 8 weeks, So he's in Mexico right now, really good taco spot. But yeah, he's gonna be my first pay in full. He's gonna do the annual, and that's my strategy. Get him on board, buy 1 month, get the second month free, give you a 30-day money back guarantee. And as I keep touching base, hey, thanks, send him out like for Tuesdays. Hey, Tuesdays is for tacos, right? So if there's no offer going on, I was like, hey, Tuesdays is for taco. Don't forget to swing by and collect your stamps. So I'll send those messages for them. And so when he comes in, or he come in, I was like, hey, you want to do a paid? My idea, excuse me, I'm getting a little off track. So my concept, or my ideal, my bright idea is get him on board. They're going to build the list, because Mike made a good point on one of the other ones. Once people see that they got this big list of customers, or they're going to see that it works. Okay, people like it, they're using it. So they're less likely to get off, because they want to keep that data. So then I'm going to have a bright idea. Hey, by the way, you want to just pay up front and just give them 50% off. Hey, you can save half right now, because $279 all year, it's almost like $3,500, right? But if they want to pay up front, they can save 50%. So that's my strategy. And he said, yeah, he's going to do it. So
that's amazing. And you're going to see when you're going to start to have more clients, you actually, instead of to offer them to try it out, you're already going to close them on the demo call yearly plans. It's more than possible. It's what we are doing in Brazil. Most of our clients actually pay annually. I will explain how I do it in our next sales challenge that everybody are invited. It's going to be not the next week, the week after, but it's more than possible after you already have successful cases that you're going to have soon to start to close them on yearly plans on the spot. You're going to see it's easy peasy.
Yeah.
We got another question from Joel. Do you run into issues with restaurants that the waiter, waitress close the checks at the table? Very good question, Joel. Have you run this issue before?
So that has only come up on the objection on what they think might happen, right? Because they don't want extra steps. If I'm understanding that question right, it has come up as just another way for they can procrastinate and say, just fear of commitment. But then I say, hey, instead of that's why we get through a trial. Hey, I always say, hey, I understand most businesses feel the same way. That's why, Mr. Prospect, we give you, you buy the first month, you're pretty much getting set up, you get the second month free, and then you still got a 30-day money back, so you can really give it a good test drive. And then if you like it, you're great. And if not, you're not locked into anything. We have no contract. And also too, Mr. Prospect, let's say 6-7 months down the road, you find something better than me. I'm only keeping you because I'm not locking you into a contract. You're only going to keep paying me because you want to. Right, we don't try to lock you in. So I really kind of point them that hey, we're not trying to it's all trust, right? Don't worry about it. Give it a shot, risk free. You got nothing to lose. Worst case scenario, you get your money back. You got a 30-day money back guarantee. Best case scenario, I show you to make an extra $5,000 without doing anything. But yeah, so haven't I haven't ran into that yet. It's pretty intuitive, the system. I mean, you guys did a great job making it as simple as it is. Really, it's not complicated at all. The only one that I probably ran into is people kind of want a kiosk, which I'm going to do on my annual payments. I'm going to go buy a cheap little on tablet from Walmart. On Amazon, you could buy a kiosk holder that holds the tablet for the tabletop, and just give them, it's like $80, you know what I mean? But they're paying you, $2,000. What's an extra $80 investment to give them a cool little kiosk? And that way they can just keep the scanner app on that tablet just nonstop. Just like how they got their DoorDash and Grubhub and all that other stuff.
Absolutely. I would like to give you 2 tips actually about what you were saying. When you give them a tablet after they pay for a year, I would definitely recommend for you to take a sticker with your logo brand and put on the tablet. Because what will happen, imagine that the waiter or the employee will take the tablet to scan the card, and then the customer is going to see your logo. Okay? What will happen that when you have a good customer with many clients, some of them are business owners as well, and they're going to like the solution. And because they saw the logo or the name of the company, they're going to look for you organically. And this is the easiest sell you're going to make in your life.
Good point. Yeah. Yeah, very good point. Yeah, definitely we'll do that. My son has a 3D printer, so I was kind of like looking into like, hey, could I make my own kiosk like tablet holder? So that was something. But yeah, definitely do some branding. Let me see.
I also would like to share another thing, something very similar that sometimes when I make an offer to a client, they are in shock that there isn't, when it's a monthly payment, they can cancel when they want. So they're always in shock, like what, I don't need to pay you upfront or whatever it is. So I'm explaining to them something very similar to what you're doing. I said to them, we don't lock you, but do you know why? And then they ask me why, and then I tell them, because the solution works. I have nothing to hide. The only way it's not going to work is if you're not going to use it. As long as you use it, you're going to see results and you're going to make a profit.
Yeah. 1,000%. And really just push on selling the trial. Really push on selling the trial. And I was kind of thinking like, just doing like a free trial. But honestly, 14 days, that's not, I mean, the first 2 weeks is them building the list, and I actually do that while I onboard them. And I go to Office Depot, I give them this, I'll give them the acrylic, I'll make a bunch of little ones, laminate that, and so I tell them like, hey, the first 2-3 weeks, that's that you're pretty much going to be building the list. We'll send out messages, but that you're really going to be building that asset. Speaking of that, I actually put that as another value point. Like if they ever do make an exit and sell the business, that's an asset. These are people from the area, their names, their phone numbers, and their birthdays. So when you sell, if you decide to exit and you sell that to your buyer, that's going to help you get a bigger multiple when you sell. So those are kind of extra stuff, but yeah, so I give them that 30-day.
All right, that's cool. You got a question from Patrick. What is your price point, if you don't mind to share?
$297 a month. Almost $300.
And this is your only offer? Do you have an offer like for different packages or a monthly payment or yearly payment, semester? Do you have any kind of offer like this?
Yeah, so I am white label, right? So you can get creative, and that's why I like it. But my first few deals, like I told you, my soap lady, I got her at $150 a month. I got 2 deals at $150 a month, and then I just kept going up. I got 2 at $150, then I got 2 at $200, and then I got 3 at $297, and I got 1 at $179. And that was because I messed up in my own head. I told him $279 instead of $297, and she was actually the lady. Oh, this is a good one. If you guys read that story, it was a 30-year sports bar that's been around. She kept pushing me off, and he just didn't give up. And she's like, okay, that sounds good. Let me think about it. And then she was like, come back next week. So I came back, not really expecting anything. She asked her friends, like, hey, what do you guys think? And they were like, oh, I don't want to get a bunch of messages. She asked 15 people, and then she said no, basically twice. She said no, thank you. And I just called her. Goes like, hey, listen, I understand, but hey, I promise you, don't take my persistence as pressure. I know how good this would be for you, because you can really fill up those slow times that you talked about. I was like, hey, worst case scenario, if you get the 30-day, best case scenario, I show you how to fill some tables. But I bring her up because yeah, she was like, no, she said, no, thank you, no, thank you. Like, we'll pass on this one. But because I know, just because people were in her ear. And so I just pushed a little bit, and yeah, we got her. So I don't even know how I got into that conversation. But yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, my mind's going.
That's amazing. Even they tell you no, you still convince them that they can. And they still close it. This is amazing.
Yeah, so, but that's why she was the 279. That's why I brought that up. Yeah, because normally it's 297, but it was with her and her mom. She's like, well, how much is it a month? I was like, it's 279. I was pretty much gave up. I was just kind of like, I was like, all right, this is the third time I actually met with her, actually talking numbers. So I was like, yeah, it's 279. And then she's like, okay, let's go ahead and do it. She wrote me a check right there on the spot. So, yeah, don't give up. And being different.
Right.
Don't really care about it, but at the same time, don't give up.
Try to say it's only 279. When you say the word only, it sounds that is much less expensive. It's only 279.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then as her list gets bigger, that's one message. Like you send out one message, pays the bill. You send out one message on a slow day, pays the bill.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so 279.
In the US?
I am in Washington State.
Washington State. Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry to cut you. Sometimes there is a
No,
delay.
no, you're good. No, you're good. Yeah. So yeah, she was the 279, and that I think that's how we got into that conversation. They're asking how much was it. Yeah, so 297 is pretty much what I go for, and everyone's been pretty good. Everyone's been pretty good about it. You know what I mean? I got those 150s, a few 200s, a few 297s, that one 279. But compared to everything they got, you know, it's really minuscule. You know what I mean? From other marketing, it's unlimited mobile messaging, no per message fee, because a lot of Square, Toast, and all that, and I'll bring that up in the conversation that you know, these POS systems. It's good that you're already using it. Oh, that's great that you're doing it. The issue that a lot of our clients are running into is they're charging 3 to 5 cents per message. Once you go outside of your tier, like Toast, once you go outside of your tier, it's like 3 to 5 cents. So if it's 5 cents, if you got to list a database of 1,000 people, it's going to cost you a nickel just to send out one message, right? And as your list grows, that price goes up. But it's great, Mr. Prospect, because everyone has their phone. It's a 95% open rate on their phone compared to everything else. So please use it if you got it. But there are better ways. With us, we lock you in. You're stuck in. For now, we're keeping it at this price. And yeah. So really hit those points. It's unlimited mobile messages. Even though it's not
What you are
SMS,
saying,
that's why I use those words. It's unlimited. It's still a mobile message, right? It's mobile. It's a message on their phone, right? But even though it's not SMS, but yeah, it's unlimited. So really is compared to other programs, it's very it's very doable. They don't really shake. They don't flinch when they see 300. Plus the reviews, plus the birthday, plus the geofence, Mr. Prospect. So you can put a pin in front of your competitor, or you know, when football seasons, put a pin at the high school. You can get those people to get an alert. You know, so you can get really creative.
what you are saying is pretty awesome because those 3 5 cents that they pay of every SMS sent, you basically, if they have 1,000 people in their customer list and they send one message, they already can pay you the monthly fee, and still they have a profit. So look how cheap it is compared to what they are doing. Actually, what you are saying, in other words, that you charge them cheap, you know?
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Thomas is asking you if you ever had to give money back, if it happened to you before.
Not yet. You know, so I kind of thought about if they do that, I was like, hey, I'll just set up your Google. I'll just set up your reviews. But I haven't ran into it yet, you know. But I'm sure it's going to happen eventually. Can't keep everybody. But so far, I got 12 on board, and she was my first renewal. So we'll see. Yeah, no money backs. No money backs. You know, not yet.
Normally, when they start to use the product, Thomas, it's pretty rare they will not keep it because they see the follow-up and they see the value, and also it's sticky. It's very sticky. Imagine that you have a client that comes and he already got used to it, that he get a stamp or reward or whatever it is, and then suddenly it doesn't work. So it's look like the POS system stopped to work as well because it become part of the business. So
Yes.
I think it will be very difficult for someone to cancel, but let's say 1 of 20, 1 of 30 can cancel from his own reason, and unfortunately, it's part of the game.
Yeah, totally. And that's why I feel so confident doing it, because I think you and Mike were talking about it. Once they have this data, they have this asset already built up, and they got, you know, 100 people, a few hundred people on their list. They're not going to do it because, like, my customers, they're afraid of their customers being mad about it, right? Because their customers built up these rewards, right? So they got to start over, and so they'll do it, you know. So yeah, way more sticky. So that's why I'm pretty confident on offering the 30-day money back, just because I know it's real small chance. It's sticky, super sticky, real small chance that they're gonna, you know, just pull the plug on it. But if they do, they do. You know,
my customers, you said your customers are afraid from their customers. It's a really classic form sentence that you said right now. Really cool.
Yeah.
Really good to know.
Yeah.
Lisa is asking you, do you manage the backend or they are doing it by themselves?
A few of them, yeah. I'll send out messages, you know what I mean? But it's so easy. You just log in and I'll just send out an alert. Because it's cool though, because as you start using the software, and that's another thing too, just go out and sell it. You'll learn as you go. Just jump in, right? But you guys have the system. Well, they'll get an automatic notification saying that we miss you. It's funny. I was actually in a conversation talking to one of my deals, and one of my Mexican restaurants say, hey, we miss you. We hope you're doing well. Come back and see what's new. So that automated reminder is just cool. So they're going to always see, and that's what's cool too, because once they download their own card, the owner gets the messages too. So just sending out on a Tuesdays are for tacos, right? Go to ChatGPT, it's your friend. You can actually go, hey, I need a notification that's clever with emojis. Give me something for a taco spot, or give me something for a burrito, you know, not even an offer, right? But if you just every once in a while send out a message, takes you 5 minutes to log in and send, they're going to see that and like, oh, it actually works. Like it's not just, they're not guessing. They're not wondering if I call it the shop local pass. They're not worried if their shop local pass is not working because they're getting the alerts too. They're getting those messages.
That's a great tip. Thank you.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Thank you for sharing this tip. It's amazing. Okay, Lisa, if you want to give extra value for your client, just send a message. It takes exactly 5 minutes or even less. Look in the ChatGPT, send me a reminder for taco nights, whatever it is, not a pushy message, and send it. Why not? They're going to see the extra value and they're going to appreciate you even more. So thank you for this tip. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, definitely do it. Yeah, because they're paying you monthly. You know what I mean? Treat them good. And it's very little effort. You know, and it's fun too because you see what's going on. You know, so I enjoy. It's my main offer. It's the only thing I lead with. I have other stuff I can do, but I'm just focusing on this singularity of focus. You know, get them on board with this one, and then
Perfect.
yeah, you could build a big business with this. I see it. That's what I'm saying. When I came across it, when my buddy said, "Hey, check out this thing," because we actually seen something before that was similar. I was involved in text messages a while ago. I entertained SMS and MMS, so I always seen it. But this is just a way better platform. So what you guys put together, it was a no-brainer for me. I was like, oh, this is it, you know. And I always say it to myself. I'll talk to my buddy Conrad. This is it. This is the deal. This is one. I found it, right? But this is like a real one. Boomerang. It's like, wow, yeah, this could be huge. Because anybody could do it. It's communication nonstop. Every business owner needs it. And the fact that we can do memberships, you can do cashbacks, you can do rewards, you can do the stamps. Everybody's a prospect. Right, everybody's a prospect. You know, even professionals, right? Put them on a membership. They don't do stamps; they do memberships, right? And so, yeah, anybody's a prospect with this. It's mobile messaging. So when I seen it, I was like, yeah, I'm all in.
Absolutely, great stuff. Ross is asking us a question. I believe we already answered, but we're gonna answer to him again. Is it weird to do a reward program on a free trial because the customers who join wouldn't get anything if they canceled having the program? Maybe some would be upset about it.
Let me see. Let me read that again. I didn't really understand that one. Let me see. Can you read that again? Let me see. I can't. Can you repeat the question?
Yes, weird to do a reward program on free trial. It's a question. If it's weird to make a reward program on a trial because the customers who joined wouldn't get anything if they canceled having the program. So I think it's about what we discussed, that it's very sticky.
Yeah, because they'll just build it. Yeah, so but that's why I do buy the first month and you get the second month free, because this goes back to 14-day trial isn't really it's a small sample size to actually see the value of what this platform can do. So that's why, again, you buy the first month, you get 60 days. You know, speaking of that, my scoreboard lady, the 30-day, now I said buy 1 month, I'll give you 2 free just to push them over the edge, because they were kind of there, they wanted to do it. But so they got 90 days for that $279. You know what I mean? So I just to push them through. But there's such a staple in the community. I know if I got them on board, that's going to help me knock doors. Hey, I'm working with Scoreboard over here already. I was in the area for this reason. You know what I mean? I'm working over there with Deanna and them. So, yeah. So that's why that question, it makes sense if it was just a 14-day trial. But that's why, again, they're getting 2 months minimum to actually use it, right? And really, it's for you. Right, because it's so you can actually show them they can build the list, and then they're not going to leave because they're going to have this list of a few hundred people. Hopefully.
Actually, you give them 1 month for free, but they pay a 50% for the first 2 months, if I understand right.
Yeah,
so nothing is for free.
Yeah,
I think it's fair because they have 60 days to really test the program. It's not 14 days that everything is on pressure, and they actually can feel the result and to see how their customers react with this software. So Pretty amazing
Yeah.
what you are doing.
Yeah.
Okay, BJ Ocampo. Sorry, you want to say something? Please,
No, go
feel
ahead.
free.
Go ahead.
You got another question? If you can share your flyer, if you don't mind, with anybody.
Sure, I'll put it in the group. I can put it in the group. I'll post it in the group. But yeah, it's
Okay.
just, yeah, right. So shop local pass, collect stamps. Like, can you see that? I'm on my phone right now, right? But collect stamps, scan me, and then the back right here, shop local pass, and it says shop local pass, turn one-time visitors into loyal repeat regulars, all in one system. More reviews, more returning, more revenue, less advertising, right? And that's my hook, right? I'm in the area showing restaurants a system, not software. I'm showing them a system on they can actually get more orders and get more customers on slow days, but without advertising. You know, is this your place here? Are you the person to talk to? Who would I show this to, right? Oh yeah, no, that's John. Or yeah, that's me. Oh yeah, definitely. Like I said, you know, like I'm in there. I'm showing people how to get customers on slow days without advertising. But hey, I got an appointment over there at the Safeway right now. But I can be back in like 20 minutes and show you how it works, or I can be back at 2 p.m. What works best for you? Oh yeah, you do. You know. So, but yeah, and then right here it says unlimited mobile messages, flat fee, geolocation alert reminders, review management, because that's another thing too. Because remember, so there's a lot of programs out there that are doing review, reputation management. They're paying 197 sometime of these. You know what I mean? Like even high level, people are charging $300 just for reputation management. So I say this does everything to help you get customers in more often, help them spend more money, and also, you know, how to refer their friends. You know, but then yeah, loyalty rewards, birthday VIP, and much more. 80-20 rule: 80% of revenue comes from 20% of your existing customers. Increasing customer retention by 5% can increase profits 25%. Right, that's a real stat too from Bain and Company. And it costs 5 times more to find a new customer than it is to bring happy customers back. So you hit all this stuff in the conversation, but yeah, it's retention. And I'll say that when I'm actually showing what they're in the price presentation, before I give them the price, when I'm talking about what it means for them to hit people on a slow day. So that's an extra $400 a day on a slow day, Mr. Prospect, without doing anything. This is why the big guys focus on retention just as much as they do acquisition, right? Because they know advertising gets them through the door. Bringing them back, that's where you're making your money, right? Because I'm sure you already know, Mr. Prospect, like 80% of your revenue, it's probably come from like 20% of your people, right? And they're shaking their heads. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's your regulars, right? So we just got to give them come back more, and also just give them a reward for shopping and supporting local, right? So just a little different stuff like that.
Amazing. Jeff is telling you, much respect for you, brother. Looking forward to watch your success. Cha-ching.
Thanks, man. Cha-ching, yeah. Cha-ching me.
Cha-ching you. Okay, you were speaking about those tablets or tablets holder. Did you find it already? Do you have a link
No,
to share?
no, not yet. Yeah, not yet. So I know Walmart, they sell, it's like like a 7-8, it's like an 8-inch tablet you can buy for like $70, $80. I haven't done it yet. And then I know on Amazon you can buy the little kiosk tablet holders for tabletop kiosk stand. I haven't done it yet though, but I will when this guy comes in. He pays the pay in full, and that's what I tell him too. Once you come on board, you know, we actually can set you up with a kiosk if you want one. But the phone is so cool though. The phone, I mean, they could use their phone. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I haven't done the kiosk yet, not yet, but I will.
Perfect. Chris Powell is asking you, are you charging a setup fee?
No, just buy the first month, you get the second month free. So basically, that first month is their setup fee. So I'll buy the acrylic. I have them in the car, but I can buy you can buy $9 at Office Depot. It's the clear plastic acrylic. You know, so for me to set them up,
I think he mean implementation, like when you onboard them.
No, just to get started. No, just buy the first month. That gets you all set up. Get the second month free. So you're basically taking $300 right there, and then you're probably making it only costs you probably like $30 to get set up, to set somebody up with their acrylics and little signs, like the little 4x8. Let me see if I got one on here. Sorry about that. Excuse me. Let me see.
Sure. Take your time.
I'll grab it real quick. I thought I had it. It's it's probably in the car. Sorry about that.
No problem.
But yeah, just a smaller version of that that opt-in. You know what I mean? You can get them made and get laminated. Yeah, just a smaller version. So I made a bunch of these, right? Just testing which one works best, different acrylics, but yeah, so their first month gives their setup.
Yes, and the most important thing is that you're not going to work for free for your clients. Because imagine you do all this work, you give them the pamphlet, this and that, and in the end, we are not interested or they don't even test it. So
Yeah.
very important to take some sort of payment.
Yes.
Because this way you're not going to work for free. All right.
Yeah, 1,000%.
However, I think that he's asking about the integration. Normally, when you sell SaaS product, integration it's separately and not included in the offer. When you explain to them, you onboard them, do you charge them something or is already included in the offer?
Oh, so I've just kept it bare bones. I haven't done any kind of integrations, no POS, nothing like that. I just set up their card, set up their offer, what they want. I just set their card up. So I haven't done any kind of like POS integration, no hooks, no web hooks, no APIs, nothing like that. It's just strictly simple. I don't even tell them about that stuff, honestly. I say when I first got into it, I was telling we could integrate to Square, but I just keep it as a standalone. So I don't even mention it.
Okay, but when you create, for example, you close a deal with the client and then need to create for them the card. You need to create to put their logo, to create the terms of the use. You need to put the stamps. Do you charge for it or you do it for them for free?
Yeah, it's all included. Again, yeah, so that $297 that sets their card up completely. That gets them going, gets their card set up. Because remember they could change all that automatically, right? So I'll just say how many stamps do you want on the way out, like how many stamps. So I'll do 7 or 10, and then I just set them up what I think would be good, either 7 stamps or 10. One of my ladies, I did 20 off, collect 10 stamps. It was a winery, a wine tasting room. And we did an offer for her, collect 7 stamps. And I actually set it up to where when someone installs a card, they get 2 stamps. So it gets them closer to a reward. So it's like a psychological thing, right, for the consumer to come in more often. And then we did a $20 off any bottle of wine plus a complimentary flight. And she was all for it. Yeah. And she was a $197 a month. And she was kind of on her way out too. And again, I just sold the trial. She was like, let me think about it. I think I got Spotify and all this. And then I was like, hey, listen, if you're going to use Spotify, use it. But just know they're charging you 3 to 5 cents per message. I was like, hey, listen, worst case scenario, it's you get a money back and you can test it. Best case scenario, you can make an expert. So I really just sell the trial. You got nothing to lose. Because once they get on board, a lot of it's just spirit commitment. There's a lot of our job in any offer that we get into. We just got to get them out of their own way. You know what I mean? Just make it easy for them to say yes. You know what I mean? So.
Absolutely. Sell the free trial. I like it.
Yeah, sell the trial.
You give them free trial, but you sell it. It's amazing.
Yeah. And
Lisa here
then when
us
you get the payment, when you get the payment up front, they're actually serious. Now, they're not just saying yes to get you out of the door, right? You collect something. You know what I mean? So makes them a little more serious, a serious buyer.
Okay, great. Lisa here sharing with us a tip. Tell them the service, the staff can use the phone and you can train them all in one onboarding session. Thank you, Lisa, for this tip. I absolutely agree. You should train the staff in one call. And let me share with you another tip. Wreck this call because they're always going to have some doubts or issues afterwards. This way, after, if they have a question or something they couldn't solve at the moment, you just send them the recording link and they can look for it by themselves. I don't want you to work too hard for the clients because obviously themselves. Thomas is saying that you particularly giving yourself away. Thomas, I don't agree with you. How many sales you did so far, Tony?
How many? 12 on board, 12 paying customers, 12 paid.
Okay, so I don't think that he give himself away. He just give extra for the client. This way he would appreciate. And sometimes when we give extra to the client, even refer us to others because the service is much more than what he was expecting. So I don't think that Tony is giving himself away at all.
No, they're paying $300 a month. That's $3,600 a year each customer is worth. You know what I mean? So, no. I can understand it, but yeah, just give them a good experience, right? Because they got friends. Be the difference, right? Be that difference maker. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Tony, thank you very much for joining us. If anybody else has a question, please share now on the chat. I also have a personal question. If someone would like to get more information, tips, or whatever it is, can you get in touch directly with you? Do you mind to help others?
Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind. It's like oxygen, right? There's enough for everybody, and there's plenty to go around. So yeah, just hit me up on the school group. I'm pretty active on there, so I like answering questions, and I learn from other people too. So I just stay a student of the game. You know what I mean? I'm always learning from somebody, and could always learn something from someone has experiences, someone has other stuff they've been through. So I'm always learning and trying to give tips. And yeah, they can direct. I mean, I answer messages when some of the guys, they hit me up already too. So yeah, I'm on the school group.
Okay, thank you for that. Gessan is asking if you got all your clients face to face.
Oh yeah, every single one. Yeah, everything I've done is door knock. Everything I've done is door knock. Yeah, face to face, belly to belly, toes to toes, across the kitchen table. That's how I've always been.
Okay, I will share with you eventually some tips how to get customers online, because to make door to door is amazing, but online is much more scalable. And now that you already have some successful cases, it will be much easier for you. So wait, just stay tuned, because I'm going to share with you many tips.
Awesome.
Okay, Tony, thank you very much for your time today. It was a pleasure. Thank you for everything
Yes.
you brought. You really inspire us, and it was an amazing session. I hope to see you again in one of our webinars, and we're going to keep in touch. Thank you,
Awesome.
everybody, for joining us, and see you on the next webinar.
Yeah, thanks for having me. See you guys. Cha-ching me.
Cha-ching, cha-ching, Tony.
Yeah,
Have a good day,
cha-ching
Tony.
me. Have a good one, guys. Happy selling.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.